Hey there, I'd like to introduce you to Evie. Evie is a virtual wedding assistant, and I'll show you what Evie looks like in just a second. But before I do, I want to give you a little bit of background. A few weeks ago, we reached out to an event planner in Montana. Her name is Shanda and is the founder of Every Pretty Detail. And she's also the founder of Every Pretty Detail magazine. Shanda took a look at ThymeBase and she sent us some really lovely feedback and had some very kind things to say. But she also mentioned that she wanted to share some suggestions, and that's awesome. So I got on a call with Shanda and we chatted about where we think ThymeBase should go, what she needs. We also chatted about how her corner of Montana between Glacier National Park and Yellowstone is in the top 25 of all wedding destinations. And the quality of the vendors and the suppliers out there in Montana is actually really exceptional. And that brings me to Every Pretty Detail magazine, also founded by Shanda. And I'll show you here how absolutely stunning this magazine is. And I'll just page through a couple pages. So that's Shanda Wirtz, the founder and editor. And you can see, I mean, just absolutely breathtaking stuff. As you can see here, Evie is your personal virtual wedding assistant. And she connects you to talented Montana wedding vendors through a conversational interface. Evie is a chatbot, if we're going to be techie about the whole thing. But I think considering it and thinking of it as a conversational interface is a really sweet way to look at it. And you can see here that Evie's design is really, really cool. And Shanda has infused the whole chatbot with just this wonderful personality. So here we are. We're going to look at Evie, your virtual personal wedding assistant who connects us to talented Montana wedding vendors through a conversational interface. So first thing first, down here in the bottom of the EPD magazine, we're going to meet Evie. So we'll click Get Started. And here she is. She's going to ask us if it's our first time or if we've chatted before. And we'll select first time. And now what's going on is Evie is just telling me a little bit about herself. She's our automated wedding assistant, and the whole point of this is to quickly connect me to vendors in Montana. And once I'm connected to a vendor, once Evie makes a recommendation that I like, I'll actually just jump to that vendor's site. You'll see how easy it is to book an appointment with a vendor. So let's rock it. I'm going to look at photography because I think photography is a gorgeous art form. And you can see here, Evie says, first looks, dramatic skies, and unforgettable backdrops. And that character is infused throughout the experience. It's so lovely how Shanda's designed this chatbot to be so fun. So we're looking at Notarious photography. And if we tap here, it's going to take us to their site. But we'll look around. We've got Marissa Lambert photography and more vendors this way where we can look at additional photographers, which I'm going to do. So here we go. We get more recommendations. So let's go look at Jessie Moore photography. And look at that. We're right here in Jessie Moore's chatbot now. How freaking cool is that? And we get to learn a little bit about her. And we can go and visit her website right there. I mean, this is just super cool. So here we are at Jessie Moore's photography, and we can see portraits, weddings, and commercial. Brilliant. Let's go back to photographers and look at more photos. Yes, please. Let's go look at Notarious and look at this. So now we're in Notarious photographies. Oh my God, look at that picture. Wow. That's stunning. Wow. So we're in this gorgeous landing page. Here's the key thing about Evie, and you'll see it right here. It's all about getting to that conversion really quickly. And that's something that every event professional needs, is streamlining that process. So getting someone seeing your work and booking that consultation as fast as possible. And so if we look at this experience, I'm going to scroll up a little bit. I mean, we get to see a breathtaking photo that I can zoom into. I get to learn about the photographer, and I get to book a consultation fast. And that is just fantastic. It's an entire conversion funnel or sales funnel just squished into a really pleasant and fun experience. And we can book a consultation. Let's just click that and see what happens. I hope I don't mess up their stats, but look at that. We now get to actually engage and complete the booking process right here in this chatbot. Probably the coolest thing, apart from the fact that this is really optimized for conversions, is the really fun character of Evie, and I kind of want to hang out. So let's go look at planners. Wedding planners are the best. Of course, we're going to look at every pretty detail because that's Shanda, who we're talking about, who built the bot. And Shanda is awesome. She has a planning background, a tech background, and she's one of our heroes over here at ThymeBase. We think she's amazing. We get to learn about the luxurious settings, create a flare, and we can visit the website. So let's go pop over there as the final thing we're going to do, because Shanda built this awesome tool and I want to talk about Shanda. So here we are at every pretty detail. Shanda is an expert negotiator, brilliant critical thinker, and collected multitasker, which I think is pretty evident. And she is the owner and founder of and editor of Every Pretty Detail magazine. I think we've got a pretty good idea of Evie and that awesome chatbot. I hope you found that interesting. Cheers.